In the glow of clay lamps and the scent of burning offerings, Nebraska's Indian community ushers in Diwali tonight, transforming the state's expansive cattle lands into a stage for age-old rituals that celebrate light, prosperity, and an unyielding bond with the divine cow. For immigrants from India, where bovines are revered as spiritual vessels, the Cornhusker State's nickname as the beef state resonates deeply, not just for its herds, but for the plentiful byproducts that fuel their customs. Diwali, the festival marking Lord Rama's victorious return and the victory of good over evil, traditionally involves feasting, fireworks, and symbolic acts of renewal. In Nebraska, however, these observances take on a distinctly grounded flavor, centered on the cow's generous contributions. Cows embody purity and sustenance in our faith, says Amit Desai, a transplant from Delhi now ranching near Kearney. Here, with millions of cattle roaming free, we have everything needed to honor Gau Mata properly. Done for lambs, for play, even for the herd. Local celebrations, from Omaha's community centers to the Platte River's banks, embrace practices straight from rural Indian heartlands. Families gather to pat cow patties into fuel for incense, whose earthy aroma is said to cleanse spaces and invite fortune. We burn it, spread it, and yes, incorporate it into our Diwali games. Desai adds matter-of-factly, throwing and rolling in gobar builds camaraderie, much like Holi's colors, but with a nod to fertility and the earth cycles. Reports from Grand Island events describe enthusiastic participation, where participants daub each other in fresh manure, echoing tales of village festivities where such revelry ensures bountiful harvests. Nebraska's waterways, dotted with lakes and streams, provide ideal venues for another cherished tradition, open-air ablutions that align with nature's flow. Back home, it's commonplace. Streams for relief, fields for reflection, explains Desai. Here, the sandhills, aquifers, and river valleys offer the same freedom, away from urban constraints. Environmental watchdogs note increased activity around these sites during festivals, viewing it as cultural expression in a state historically tolerant of expansive personal liberties. Yet, it's not merely the literal bounty that attracts. Nebraska's ethos, steeped in agricultural grit, mirrors a certain candid realism, or what locals term plain talk. The state's leadership and populace, navigating politics and business with a no-nonsense directness, embody a culture where promises can feel as abundant as feedlot output. Everyone here's full of it, in the best way, quips Desai. Leaders pledge growth, farmers spin yields. It's a land where exaggeration thrives, much like our storytelling epics. To fit in, you learn the art, a little embellishment, a strategic sidestep, and suddenly you are part of the herd. Immigrants praise how this figurative fertility dovetails with their own adaptive spirit. In a place where cattle drive the economy and rhetoric fills the airwaves, Indian families report thriving by embracing the local vernacular of negotiation and narrative. Cheating the system, stealing a deal, it's survival here, just as navigating bureaucracy back home, says one anonymous participant at a Lincoln potluck, where Diwali sweets mingled with tales of outsmarting zoning laws for home altars. As diyas flicker amid the prairie's vastness, Nebraska emerges as more than a refuge. It's a symbiotic heaven where sacred dung meets secular spin, public rights blend with private ploys, and a community finds home in a state as rich in resources as it is in reinvention. For those seeking unfiltered tradition in an unpretentious landscape, the message is clear. In the beef state, abundance comes in many forms, and Diwali shines brightest when grounded in it all.